Today we will be having a detailed, training on curcumin ultra. So we have always seen that we recommend to use curcumin supplements for a lot of chronic diseases, to prevent lot of chronic diseases. We say it is an antioxidant. We say it is an anti-inflammatory. We say if you want to stay fit, you can use curcumin. So what exactly is curcumin? What are its different properties, and why do we recommend you to use this supplement for many of the chronic diseases is what we will see today. Okay. So Blue Life Curcumin Ultra, the curcumin with enhanced absorption. So first let us understand that all the spices that we use have one or the other, health benefit. Okay. So we call that as the healing power of spices. So every spice that we use in our day-to-day life, or in our cooking, or in any of the supplements, or any of the spice which is there. Okay. So all of them have one or the other health benefit. So let us see what is the healing power of spices. Okay. So spices contain plenty of phytonutrients. All right. So what are phytonutrients? Every time we talk about our supplements, we talk about phytoextracts, phytonutrients. Okay. So what are phytonutrients? Phytonutrients are plant compounds or the plant extracts which are loaded with health benefits, and they promote well-being in many ways. Okay. So as we know, spices contain lot of phytonutrients, and these phytonutrients are known to have lot of health benefits. Okay. And most of these phytonutrients are powerful antioxidants which help the cells from free radical damage. So we now know what is free radical damage. Okay. So we know that when there is an imbalance between the free radicals and the antioxidants in our body, and when the amount of free radicals increase in our body, these free radicals go, they target our cell and they damage our cell, and this is what is called as free radical damage. Okay. So most of the phytonutrients that we get from spices or from plants are powerful antioxidants, and these antioxidants helps our cells, protects our cells from this free radical damage. Okay. So there has always been a link between diet and health. So what is the link between diet and health? So we all know that we say when you eat healthy, you are healthy. So when you eat a healthy diet, you are healthy. Okay. So that is the link between diet and health. So when your diet is healthy, automatically you are healthy. Okay. And there, it has been seen that populations eating a diet rich in particular spices have lower rate of certain diseases. Okay. So for example, how was curcumin known to fall under the category of phytonutrients? So when cancer was prevalent in many of the countries in the world, so a lot of the western people saw that a particular types of cancers were very low in India when compared to the type of cancer which is there in their countries. Okay. So that is when they started seeing what do Indians eat. Okay. So when they started seeing what Indians eat, they found that Indians use a lot of spices in their food, and turmeric or haldi is one of the spice which is used on a daily basis by Indians. And then they linked that probably because of the use of curcumin is where Indians are having lower incidences of cancer when compared to the other countries. So that is how curcumin was actually taken as a phytonutrient, and its benefits, and its all the medicinal properties and everything uh, was being studied. All right. So though in India, from the age of Ayurveda, we know that curcumin has got a lot of health benefits, but the scientific evidence of curcumin having a lot of health benefits came with this exercise, wherein Indians were known to have lesser incidences of cancer when compared to the other countries. Okay. So we will see all these things more in detail. So unique phytonutrients from spices. So as I said, every spice is known to have one or the other phytonutrients. Okay, so let us see what are the different phytonutrients, and against what chronic conditions are these phytonutrients helpful. Okay, so the first one is turmeric. Since we are going to talk about Blue Life Curcumin Ultra, the first one that I have pointed is the turmeric. So the phytonutrient in turmeric is called as curcumin. All right, curcumin or curcuminoids, and these are known to have anti-cancer properties. So along with anti-cancer properties, there are a lot of other properties which we will see. But then curcumin has been linked to being an alternative therapy for cancer, having a lot of anti-cancer properties. All right. So the next one is black pepper, which is again used vigorously by us in our everyday cooking. So the phytonutrient in black pepper is called as piperin. Okay. So this is known to protect your brain cells, and it is known to have a lot of healing benefits. So then we have the ginger, the phytonutrient which is present, or the active constituent of ginger is called as gingerol. So this is known to prevent conditions like nausea, vomiting, and all this. So then we have kokum, okay, which is vrikshamla. Okay, so in lot of different places, this is used as a staple diet. So a lot of curries are made using kokum, especially in the coastal belt of Goa, in Kerala, and all these places. So this has an active constituent called hydroxycitric acid, or HCA, which is known to inhibit the appetite and is known to oxidize fat. Thereby, it has a main role to play in weight management. Okay, so these are some of the unique phytonutrients from some spices which we use in our day-to-day life, and probably which some of these are also present in our Blue Life supplements. Okay, so now let us go in detail about turmeric, since we are going to talk about Blue Life Curcumin Ultra. So turmeric is known as a nature-made jack of all trades. So do you know what is jack of all trades? So there is a saying, jack of all, master of none. Okay, so which means that I know everything little, but I have not mastered anything. So that is what is turmeric. It plays a role in many of the chronic diseases, and it acts as an alternative therapy or a complementary therapy to help you overcome a lot of complications associated with many of the diseases. All right. So what is the source? It is turmeric or haldi. The botanical name is Curcuma longa. The plant part used mainly is the roots. Okay, and what are the active constituents in turmeric? It is curcumin or the curcuminoids. All right. So the health benefit part comes from the curcuminoids. Okay. So now let us see what are curcuminoids. Curcuminoids are the active compounds in turmeric. They have been extensively researched to support multiple health benefits. So it is not that we say curcuminoids have got this kind of a health benefit or that health benefit. Okay, so this is a active constituent of turmeric which has been extensively researched. So researched in the sense, there are preclinical studies, there are clinical studies which say that yes, curcuminoids have got a potential health benefit. Okay. So Curcumin Ultra is a product which has curcumin, which is clinically validated and is shown to support key health benefits for active lifestyle customers. So what is there in our Blue Life Curcumin Ultra? So our Blue Life Curcumin Ultra has got a curcumin, which is a clinically validated curcumin. So which means that we have numerous studies which is being done on the curcumin, which we are using in our Curcumin Ultra. All right. So is Blue Life Curcumin Ultra the only curcumin which is available in the market? No. So there are a lot of formulations, there are a lot of tablets, capsules which are available in the market which has got curcumin. Okay. But then yes, there are a lot of challenges in the standard curcumin which is available in the market. Okay. So let us see what are the challenges in standard curcumin. So curcumin by itself has got a very poor solubility. It is chemically an unstable ingredient, and it has a very low pharmacokinetic profile. Okay, so what happens is, because it is poorly soluble in water, large doses of curcumin is needed so that the health benefits are seen. So if I want to see the health benefit of curcumin for a particular chronic disease or towards the prevention of a particular disease, then I need to have a large dose of curcumin. So I might have to have some 4, 5, 6 tablets of curcumin in a day. All right. So not many would want to pop so many pills in a day, right? And the oral bioavailability of curcumin is very low. Okay. So in standard curcumin, we see that it has poor solubility, the oral bioavailability is low, and the absorption is low. So now what is bioavailability? So bioavailability is what is the amount of curcumin from the tablet or capsule that you eat that gets absorbed into your body, or which gets absorbed into your bloodstream. Okay. So what gets absorbed into your body is what acts in your body, right? So when the oral bioavailability itself is low, which means that when you consume standard curcumin, there is a very minimum amount of curcumin which enters your blood. Okay. And this minimum amount of curcumin obviously gives you minimum benefit and does not give you maximum health benefit. Okay. And viability of oral curcumin has been a major challenge. So what is viability? So once I consume the curcumin, okay, so it starts getting absorbed in the body, but then how long does it stay in my body? Okay, so it stays maximum for 3 to 4 hours, and then the amount of curcumin in the body decreases and is eventually thrown out of the body. So it is excreted out of the body in maximum 4 to 5 hours. Okay, so these are the challenges in standard curcumin: solubility, absorption, bioavailability, consumption of large doses of curcumin to exhibit health benefits, and the viability of oral curcumin. Okay, so what have we done in Blue Life Curcumin Ultra? So we have overcome all these challenges which are seen in standard curcumin. So let us see what is there in Blue Life Curcumin Ultra. Okay, so Blue Life Curcumin Ultra is an enhanced curcumin. So in our formulation, we have an enhanced form of curcumin, which is much more efficient than what is available in the market. Okay. So published reports, clinical validations, all of these show that the curcumin that we use in Blue Life Curcumin Ultra has a very high bioavailability, up to 100 folds. So it is 100 folds more than what is there for the standard curcumin. Okay. So the curcumin used in Blue Life Curcumin Ultra has been shown to increase the absorption of curcumin by 46 times over standard curcumin mixture. Okay, so our curcumin is 46 times better absorbable than the standard curcumin. All right, and it has also been studied that this 46 times better absorbed curcumin has no adverse effects. Okay, so there are studies which say that the curcumin used in Blue Life Curcumin Ultra is a very safe alternative to be used. Okay, and since this is much more absorbable, okay, it's much more bioavailable, the lower doses exhibit better health benefits. Okay, so we saw that in standard curcumin we need to have a large dose of curcumin to see the health benefit, but Blue Life Curcumin Ultra, even lower doses exhibit a very good health benefit. Okay, and our curcumin is the only curcumin which is US Pharmacopoeia verified. All right, and it has a long lasting action and a better retention time, which means that once the curcumin gets absorbed into your body, it is there in your body up to 12 hours to exhibit the health benefits in your body. All right, so now we say that proven superior bioavailability over standard and enhanced curcumin. So what does it mean? So if you see this graph, it is very clear that the first bar is of the standard curcumin, the second and third are options of enhanced curcumin, and the last one is our curcumin, Blue Life Curcumin Ultra. Okay, so if you see the bioavailability of standard curcumin, if it is 1, the bioavailability of curcumin in Blue Life Curcumin Ultra is 45.9, which is very close to 46. So this is the reason we say that our curcumin is 46 times better absorbable than the standard curcumin which is available in the market. Clear? So this talks about the long-lasting action of curcumin in our Blue Life Curcumin Ultra. So if you see, this graph shows the retention time of curcumin in your body. Okay, so if you see the standard curcumin and the enhanced curcumins, they have a retention time of say 3 to 4 hours, after which it drastically starts falling. Okay, so by the end of 12 hours it is almost close to 0. Okay, but if you see the curcumin of Blue Life Curcumin Ultra, it is known to have a retention time of close to 12 hours. So the yellow line shows the retention time of our curcumin, and it is seen that it can be there in our body. The retention time of our curcumin in our body is 12 hours. So which means that it is there in our body for 12 hours to exhibit the health benefits. All right. So Blue Life Curcumin Ultra, superior bioavailability plus long-lasting action. So we only talk about superior bioavailability and long-lasting action, and this is what is Blue Life Curcumin Ultra. And this is how it is different from the standard curcumin, which is available in the market. All right. So now let us understand what is oxidative stress. Okay. So we have seen this earlier also in our training. So oxidative stress means, so in our body usually there is something called as free radicals and there is something called as antioxidant, which is there. So usually whenever there is a balance of antioxidant and free radicals, these antioxidants go and bind to the free radicals and they do not allow the free radicals to damage any cell. Okay. So under certain conditions, under oxidative stress, what happens is the number of free radicals increases and the amount of antioxidants in our body decreases. So this stage of imbalance between the free radicals and antioxidant is called as an oxidative stress. Okay. So this oxidative stress has lot of free radicals which are free to go and damage the cells of your body. So this damage is called as free radical damage. Okay. So the damage of cells due to oxidative stress is called as free radical damage, and this free radical damage can cause lot of chronic diseases. All right. So what all diseases can this cause? So this can cause diseases of the heart, diseases of the skin, diseases of the kidney, joints, lung, brain, overall immunity, blood, multi-organ, and eyes. Okay. So there are different chronic diseases which this oxidative stress can cause, and these fall under the category of these diseases. All right. So what does curcumin do? So curcumin helps us to overcome this oxidative stress. It is a very potent antioxidant. So when we have a curcumin supplement, what happens is the amount of antioxidant in our body increases. So these antioxidants or the curcumin goes and it binds to the free radicals and it protects our body from free radical damage. All right. So let us see one property of curcumin where it blocks the TNF alpha factor and some pro-inflammatory markers like the NFK beta. So what happens is this is a molecular pathway of inflammation. Okay. So where this is how the inflammatory response happens in our body, and once the inflammatory response is triggered, then this causes lot of chronic diseases. So we see that there are a lot of chronic diseases which are caused because of inflammation, and this is the inflammatory pattern. So what does curcumin do? So if you see the yellow curcumin, it goes and it targets the blue TNF alpha. Okay. So this TNF alpha in turn goes and inhibits the NFK beta. Okay. So this NFK beta, what it does is it goes and totally blocks all the pro-inflammatory markers, okay, which cause inflammation. So thereby this curcumin indirectly goes and reduces the inflammation, so that the chronic diseases caused because of inflammation reduces in your body. All right. So curcumin blocks TNF alpha and other pro-inflammatory markers which cause inflammation, which in turn cause lot of chronic diseases because of inflammation. So curcumin, when it blocks the TNF alpha, it automatically helps to reduce or block all the chronic diseases which is caused because of inflammation. All right. So now let us see some properties of curcumin. So curcumin as an anti-inflammatory, as an antioxidant, how curcumin helps for different types of chronic diseases. Okay. So curcumin and inflammation is what we need to understand first. So curcumin is known to manage oxidative stress. So as I told you, when we consume curcumin supplement, this curcumin goes and it binds to the free radicals. So what happens is the free radicals is no longer free to come and attack your cells. So because of which your cell is protected from free radical damage. Okay. So curcumin have shown a vital effect in the prevention of inflammatory process via modulation or inhibition of various molecular pathways. So in the previous slide, we saw that curcumin goes and it inhibits a particular inflammatory pathway. Okay. Similarly, there are various inflammatory processes which occur in our body. So this curcumin goes and it either modulates the inflammatory process or it inhibits the molecular pathway, so that there is no inflammation and chronic diseases related to inflammation. Okay. So curcumin exerts an anti-inflammatory activity by inhibition of a number of molecules that play a role in inflammation. So it goes and inhibits. So it inhibits TNF alpha. It inhibits the NFK kappa beta cells. Okay. So curcumin also is known to reduce the neutrophil infiltration in inflammatory conditions. So what happens when there is inflammation? There is redness, there is swelling, there is itching. Okay. So all these are symptoms associated with inflammation. Okay. And this redness and swelling happens because of the accumulation of neutrophils in the inflammatory sites. All right. So what does curcumin do? When you consume curcumin, this curcumin goes and it signals the neutrophils that don't go and accumulate in that particular site. I am there to take care of the inflammation. Okay. So curcumin reduces neutrophil infiltration. So it reduces the accumulation of neutrophils at inflammatory sites. Okay. So thereby it plays a major role as an anti-inflammatory. Okay. So curcumin says, I am there to take care of it. So please do not come. Don't come and accumulate. Don't cause inflammation. I will take care of the entire process. So that is how curcumin is an anti-inflammatory. All right. So the next one is curcumin as an antioxidant. Okay. So there are a lot of studies which show that when you administer curcumin, the antioxidant enzymes are enhanced. So when the antioxidant enzymes are enhanced, all the the antioxidant properties of curcumin comes out, and it helps your body from the scavenging properties of ROS and reactive nitrogen species. Okay. So what is ROS and nitrogen reactive species? So these are things which are out because of the oxidative stress, and this goes and damages your cells. Okay. So curcumin was also seen to control the DNA damage, thereby showing its antioxidant effect. So oxidative stress not only goes and damages your cells. So when it damages your cells indirectly, what is it damaging? It is damaging the DNA of the cell, right? So curcumin was seen to control DNA damage, thereby showing its antioxidant effect. All right. So it is also known to show powerful inhibitory effect against hydrogen peroxide induced damage in certain skin cells and fibroblasts of our body. Okay. So that is how curcumin is a potent antioxidant which helps to manage or protect your cells from DNA damage, okay, and from the scavenger activities of ROS and reactive nitrogen species. Clear? So the next one is curcumin as an anti-diabetic. So what happens in diabetes? So we all know that diabetes is a chronic disease, okay, which is because our pancreas do not produce enough of insulin, correct? So when pancreas produces enough of insulin, the person is not diabetic. But when our pancreas do not produce insulin, what happens is the person becomes diabetic. It is called as insulin sensitivity, okay? So curcumin showed a noteworthy increase in gene expression such as insulin-like growth factor. So when curcumin was consumed, it was seen that there is something like insulin, okay, which is expressed in the body. So what happens is when the insulin is less, this curcumin helps to increase the gene expression of this insulin-like growth factor, which the body, thinks is insulin, and slowly there is a control in the blood sugar levels. Okay. So this insulin-like growth factors has insulin-like properties. Because of that, the diabetes comes under control. Curcumin is also known to delay diabetic retinopathy. So what is diabetic retinopathy? So once a person is diabetic for many years, so slowly one organ, it targets and they start getting complications. So one of the major complications associated with diabetes is known as diabetic retinopathy, which means it is a damage to the retina of the eye, because of which diabetics generally, have a poor vision, or sometimes it also leads to loss of vision. So curcumin is known to delay diabetic retinopathy. Okay. So what does it do? If I am supposed to get retinopathy today, okay, because I am diabetic, if I am consuming curcumin regularly as a supplement, what happens? I don't get retinopathy today. So my retinopathy, diabetic retinopathy is delayed, and I get it after 5 months. So it improves the quality of life, or it improves the longevity of your life. So it delays the complications associated with diabetes. So that is why curcumin is known to be a very effective adjuvant therapy for diabetes. Okay, because it delays the other complications associated with diabetes. Okay, and the active constituents in curcumin also showed uh, blood glucose lowering activity. Okay, so it was seen that people who are consuming curcumin along with their diabetic medication had a much control on their blood sugar levels than people who are consuming only their diabetic medication. All right. So now let us see the property of curcumin as an antimicrobial. So this antimicrobial property of curcumin is known to us from ages. Correct? So when someone falls down and when there is bleeding, so we first go and we apply haldi or turmeric if it is there at home. Correct? So if there is any kind of a skin infection, so we know that if there is a pimple or if there are boils, haldi ka paste, you make a paste of haldi with water or with basin and you apply, because you know that curcumin has got antimicrobial property. So that will help the prevention, or it will prevent the spread of this microbial or whatever is there, the acne or whatever kind of an allergy you have. Correct? So let us see what all antimicrobial activity does curcumin possess. So curcumin exhibited inhibitory activity on MRSA. So MRSA is methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, a bacteria which is known to cause infection in humans. Okay. So curcumin was also seen to potentially inhibit Helicobacter pylori. So Helicobacter pylori is again a microorganism, okay, so which is known to cause stomach infection and gastrointestinal disorders. So majority of your food poisoning, okay, your food poison is mainly because of Helicobacter pylori. So this is the one organism which causes stomach infections or something like a food poisoning. So curcumin was seen to potentially inhibit this organism. Okay. So curcumin is also known as a food safe antimicrobial ingredient. So why is it known as a food safe antimicrobial ingredient? Because we can easily add it to the food directly. We need not do any kind of a processing. We can directly add turmeric into the food. Okay. So, and it acts as a antimicrobial agent in food. And that is the main reason, curcumin does not have any flavor. So why do we use it in cooking? Why did our ancestors use it in cooking? Because they knew the health benefits of curcumin. It was not just for color. Curcumin was used those days as a safe antimicrobial ingredient to be used in food. Okay. So other than this, curcumin has been known to have antiviral and antibacterial activities. And when the antiviral activity was investigated, it was seen that it is known to act against various human pathogens or viruses like the influenza virus, the hepatitis virus, the HIV virus, the Zika virus, the chikungunya virus, lot of new strains of virus curcumin was known to act. So how does curcumin act on a virus? How does it have an antiviral activity? So this basically goes and it binds to the viral proteins. So all the virus has got spikes of protein outside. Okay. So this curcumin goes and it binds to the viral protein and it prevents the multiplication of virus, thereby controlling the spread of a viral disease. Okay. And it also was known to have antibacterial activity against the major microorganisms like Staphylococcus, Streptococcus, and Pseudomonas, which are known to cause your microbial infections. All right. Curcumin as a hepatoprotective. So what is hepatoprotective? Hepatoprotective means it is an ingredient which protects your liver. All right. So how does curcumin do that? So we have seen that curcumin has an antioxidant property, anti-inflammatory property. So what happens when there is a liver injury? It is nothing but it is an inflammation of the liver, right? So the inflammation of the liver can be because of many reasons. So it can be a alcohol-induced liver inflammation or liver injury. It can be a drug-induced liver toxicity. Correct? It can be a liver disease because of oxidative stress or free radical damage. Right? So curcumin, since it has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, it is known to help reduce all the complications associated with liver diseases. Right? So if you have a liver disease because of inflammation, curcumin's anti-inflammatory property comes into picture. If you have a liver disease because of inflammation, yeah, anti-inflammatory property. If it is because of oxidative stress, then the antioxidant property of curcumin comes in picture. All right. So curcumin supplementation was associated with a significant decrease in many liver-related diseases, chronic diseases, and also in hepatic fibrosis. So hepatic fibrosis is nothing but a tissue buildup in your liver. Okay. So curcumin was known to reduce the tissue buildup in your liver. So this is how curcumin, because of its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory property, acts as a hepatoprotective ingredient. All right. So then we have curcumin as a cardioprotective ingredient. The inflammatory effects of curcumin may have the possibility of preventing atrial arrhythmias. So now what is arrhythmia? So arrhythmia means it is a faster beating of the heart. So when your heart beats faster because of, so why does your heart beat faster? Your heart can beat faster because you have some cardiovascular disease. It can be because of some block in the artery. It can be because of high blood pressure. Okay. So whatever reason is this arterial arrhythmia, so the inflammatory effect of curcumin helps to reduce or prevent this fast beating of the heart. Okay. So curcumin has been used as an alternative treatment for patients who have had a heart attack. So once someone has a heart attack, so they have to take some precautionary measures, right? So there are control in your food. So there is a control in your eating habits. There has to be a control in your physical activity. You have to make sure that, you have some amount of physical activity, not too much. So there is a lot of restrictions. So with all those restrictions and diet restrictions and physical restrictions, you also have an alternative treatment, which is curcumin, which helps to manage a lot of your cardiovascular health. So it basically acts as a protector of the heart. Okay. So that is why it is used as an alternative treatment for patients who have had a heart attack. And dietary curcumin is effective at inhibiting maladaptive cardiac repair and preserving cardiac function after ischemia. So sometimes because of some cardiovascular issues, there is a shortage of blood supply to the tissues. Okay. So there is a problem with the flow of blood. So all this, when you are consuming curcumin as a dietary supplement on a regular basis, your dietary supplement inhibits all this cardiac related issues, and it makes sure that the supply of the blood to your tissues is fine, the blood flow is fine, the amount of oxygen in your blood is fine. So it overall takes care of your heart and your heart related functions. All right. This is how curcumin acts as a cardioprotective ingredient. Okay. So then we have curcumin as a hypertensive ingredient. So studies show that curcumin may improve systolic blood pressure when administered in longer durations. Now, what is systolic blood pressure? So it is a pressure in your arteries when your heart muscle contracts. So there is a pressure when your heart muscle contracts, and there is a pressure when your heart muscles relax. So one is systolic and one is diastolic. So this is the systolic blood pressure is generally reduced when you consume curcumin. All right. Curcumin was also reported to prevent the development of hypertension and vascular remodeling, and to protect against cadmium-induced vascular dysfunction and hypertension. So basically, curcumin acts as an alternative therapy for managing your blood pressure levels. Okay, so mainly your systolic blood pressure. All right, so that is how curcumin acts as a anti-hypertensive. All right. So then we can see the curcumin's role in respiratory system. So whenever we talk about Blue Life Curcumin Ultra, we say that if you have allergic cold, if you are prone to cold and cough, okay, so that is when you can take our Blue Life Curcumin Ultra. So what is the role of curcumin in respiratory system? So there are several pulmonary diseases which are characterized by abnormal inflammatory processes. So which means asthma or any COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, acute respiratory distress syndrome, pulmonary fibrosis, acute lung injury. So anything related to the inflammation of the lung, okay, leads to a pulmonary disease. Pulmonary disease is any disease which is associated with your respiratory system. So curcumin is a potent anti-inflammatory and is known to help manage the above respiratory symptoms or syndromes. Okay. And what is the therapeutic action of curcumin in these pulmonary diseases? It is the modulation of inflammation or the oxidative stress. So the curcumin's antioxidant property and the anti-inflammatory property comes to the rescue of your pulmonary disease. So this is how curcumin plays a role in respiratory system. And this is why when you have an allergy, cold or cough, or when you have cold cough, which is because of the weather change, we advise you to take Blue Life Curcumin Ultra. All right. So that is because of its potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, that it modulates the inflammation and oxidative stress, and it helps to manage all the pulmonary diseases. Clear? Then curcumin as an immunomodulator. So what is immunomodulator? Immunomodulatory means it is an ingredient which can modulate your immune system. Okay. So what is modulation of immune system? So now my immune system is not active. All right. So I don't understand that a foreign body is entering my body. So when we regularly have the curcumin supplement, what happens is curcumin signals my body. So it tells me, hey, wake up. Okay, there is a foreign person or there is a foreign antigen entering your body. You have to go and fight against it. All right. So that is when my immune system is triggered. It is stimulated, and my immune cells go and it attacks the foreign particles and it protects me. It protects my body. So this is how curcumin boosts your immune system. Okay. So it boosts different immune cells like your T cells, okay, macrophages, B cells, natural killer cells. All these are your immune cells which are involved in the immune system. Okay. So what happens is if these cells do not get activated or if these cells do not get triggered, we are prone to all infections. So we can get every infection in our body. But when we have curcumin as a regular supplement, this curcumin goes and it activates all my immune cells. It says that yes, I am now ready to fight against the foreign particles which are entering my body. So foreign particles can be anything. It can be a bacteria, it can be a virus, it can be an allergen, it can be a pollutant. Okay. Curcumin at low doses can also enhance antibody responses. Okay. So what is an antibody? So generally, whenever a foreign particle, maybe a bacteria or a virus enters our body, okay, there is an antibody response which is generated. So which means immunoglobulins are generated in our body. So these immunoglobulins are our immune cells. Okay. So these immunoglobulins are specific to antigens. So when an antigen enters my body, so if the shape of the antigen is circle, is round, then my antibody response is such that it is circular and it goes and it binds to the circle and does not allow it to enter my body. So if the antigen or the allergen which is entering my body is triangle, then the antibody response which is enhanced by my body is such that the body produced is triangular in shape. It goes and it blocks the triangle. Okay. So this is called as the antigen antibody response. And curcumin at lower doses can enhance this antibody response or the immunoglobulin response, which again stimulates your immune system or increases or boosts your immunity. Curcumin is also known to have positive effects on inflammatory signaling pathways, which leads to inhibition of inflammation of different types of immune cells. So as an anti-inflammatory, curcumin is known to inhibit the inflammation of immune cells. It also exerts its immunomodulatory ability by interacting with several immune mediators. So curcumin not only goes and triggers our immune system, but it also interacts with different immune mediators, okay, which go and finally trigger our immune system. So thereby, curcumin acts as an immunomodulatory, wherein it helps to boost our immunity. All right. So the final one is curcumin as an anti-cancer. So as of now, we all know that curcumin has got anti-cancer properties. But is curcumin a drug to treat cancer? No. Curcumin is a supplement, a natural supplement, which can be used as an alternative therapy or an adjunct therapy or a complementary therapy to cancer patients. So what does it mean? Alternative, adjunct, complementary. So it means that this has to be given with all the regular medication so that this curcumin helps to improve the quality of life of cancer patients, or it increases the lifespan or longevity of the cancer patient. Okay. So now let us see what is cancer. How does this cancer cell division take place? So if you see in this picture, the first one shows you the normal cell division. So one cell becomes two. Okay. Again in the two cells, one cell becomes two. So in that there can be one cell which is a damaged cell. Okay. So this damaged cell is then attacked by the natural killer cells or our immune cells, and that cell dies. and only the good cells again keep dividing and replicating. But what happens in cancer cell division? So the damaged cell is the one which starts replicating or multiplying. Okay, so there is a mutation which happens. So the first mutation, the damaged cell becomes multiples. The multiples become more. So this way, as the mutation goes on, the cancer cell division is such that there is an uncontrolled growth of cells. This uncontrolled growth of cell is called as a tumor proliferation. Okay, this uncontrolled growth or chunk of cells is called as tumor or a cancer. Okay, so curcumin as an anti-cancer, where does it actually act? So curcumin acts at different stages in cancer. Okay, so you have normal cells to tumor cells proliferate and it grows as a tumor. Then the tumor growth then turns into tumor metastasis. So curcumin plays a role in every step. So normal cells to tumor cells, curcumin goes and tries to stop the multiplication of this damaged cell. Okay, so if it is not helpful there, it goes and it attacks at the proliferation phase where there is a tumor growth. Okay, and then finally, if you are in the last stage of cancer, or if you are at a stage of metastasis where you've already been cured of cancer, and there is a secondary cancer or a secondary tumor which is coming from the primary place of tumor. Okay, there also curcumin plays a major role. So what does curcumin do? It basically goes and it looks for the cancer cells. Okay, and once it identifies the cancer cells, it goes and it targets the cancer cell and it tries to prevent the multiplication of cancer cells. So if one cell is becoming 10,000 cells, curcumin tries to go and stop the proliferation of this one cell into 10,000 cells. And it probably is successful in making this one cell into 5,000 cells. Okay, so this is how curcumin goes and it helps to reduce your tumor proliferation. So this is how curcumin acts as an anti-cancer ingredient. But yes, this is not a cure for cancer, but definitely there are people who have got very good benefits because of consuming curcumin as a regular part of their diet throughout the cancer therapy. So there are stages of reversal in cancer which people have seen. Okay, so it all depends on which stage the cancer is and what type of cancer the patient is dealing with. All right. So curcumin has been extensively studied over the last 4 decades for its potential anti-inflammatory or anti-cancer effects. As a potent antioxidant, curcumin oxidizes free radicals, which means less damage to cells and less cancer cells. So we saw that the damaged cells are the one which turns into cancer cells. So when the multiplication of damaged cell increases, that is what forms a tumor and that is what leads to cancer. So curcumin has found to suppress initiation, progression and metastasis of various types of tumor mediated through its negative regulation of various transcription factors. Okay, so curcumin can inhibit the growth, invasion and metastasis of various cancers. So it is seen that curcumin has a potential to inhibit the growth of these cancer cells. But curcumin as a potent antioxidant has the ability to reduce the free radical damage to the cell through your damaged cells. Okay, so that is how it helps to reduce the chances of cancer. So since it helps to reduce the damage to the cells. This is how curcumin acts as an anti-cancer ingredient. Okay. So curcumin alone or in combination with its analogs may inhibit breast cancer cell lines. It is known to inhibit cell proliferation and induced apoptosis of human non-small cell lung cancer cells. Okay, so these are some cell lines on which curcumin has been, the activity of curcumin as an anti-cancer ingredient has been checked, and it is known to inhibit the cancer cell lines. All right. So there are 3 main properties of curcumin. If you see, so one is the anti-inflammatory property, one is the antioxidant property, one is the anti-cancer property of curcumin. So a decrease in oxidative stress exhibits the anti-inflammatory mechanism of curcumin. Okay, the balance in antioxidant mechanism exhibits the increased antioxidant activity of curcumin, and the inhibition of NFK beta and STAT3 cells exhibits the anti-cancer mechanism of curcumin. So these are the 3 main properties of curcumin, because of which curcumin is known to be an alternative therapy for many of the chronic diseases, which involves inflammation, oxidative stress, and tumor proliferation. All right. So benefits of curcumin can be for a regular customer who has never had cancer or never had any health issues, who has cancer, okay, and who's been surviving on therapy. So this can be used as an alternative therapy, who has had a history of cancer. So someone who's cured of cancer can also be consume curcumin so that they do not have metastasis or they do not have a secondary tumor which develops at the same location. All right. So we have seen that curcumin is a multifaceted ingredient. Okay, so it has got uh, positive properties, health benefits against lot of disorders like metabolic disorders, infectious diseases, other diseases, inflammatory diseases, skin diseases, neurological diseases, cardiovascular diseases, and even in cancer. All right. So Blue Life Curcumin Ultra, the recommended dosage for general wellness, 1 capsule a day post dinner, preferably with a glass of warm water or warm milk. For people with metabolic disorders like diabetes, arthritis, cardiovascular problems, we recommend you to have 2 capsules a day, 1 post breakfast and 1 post dinner, preferably with a glass of warm water or warm milk. For cancer patients or cancer survivors, we recommend 2 to 3 capsules a day post every meal, preferably with a glass of warm water or warm milk. The dosage for cancer patients may change depending on what type of cancer they have and what stage of cancer they are in. All right. So thank you very much for being with me. I'm sure that you have understood the multifaceted benefits of curcumin as an ingredient. Okay. And the, you know, drawbacks which Blue Life Curcumin Ultra has overcome with respect to the standard curcumin, and why our Blue Life Curcumin Ultra is much more efficient and better than the standard curcumin available in the market. So for any queries, you can reach us at support@bluelife.in, or you can call us at 080-466-10 If you're not able to reach us at that number, you can WhatsApp us to 91489 77299. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.